I've been thinking about devotion since our annual general meeting, because that came up at the very beginning, thinking about what we actually do, which is devotion. What that is really, and how it blends with the rest of the work that we do and have to do. And I was thinking, what Swami Radha said a lot, that Divine Mother holds the key to our spiritual home. And I thought of the keys as the Kundalini system, and how at the very beginning of the system she introduces the Divine Light invocation, saying, I am created by Divine Light. And I am sustained, protected, and surrounded, and ever growing into Divine Light. And that first way that we can begin to recognize who we are and identify with something other than what we've been made into, to actually take that experience and begin to have your own experiences with the tools, with the keys, opening up to yourself and opening up to having a firm foundation of faith that things will happen, faith in the divine, that you can make changes. And thinking of that as the ground from which we then take the next step, because everyone comes to the ashram having experienced something. And then there's the anticipation that there's more. And that anticipation can bring about that feeling of gratitude and devotion, of wanting to open up or have a space where you can open up. So to enter a space where the practices have been, and where we've worked together, and where that is appreciated. When that appreciation and respect is there, changes can happen. And so we go through the steps of the Kundalini system in visualizing and knowing that the mind needs an image, and knowing that you have the choice to make that image of the divine with everything that you think of as most high and most precious and most beautiful. And when you find that image, or when that image comes to you, to really use it to focus the mind and to bring that forward, so that the devotion has a place to land and respond to you, but it's really a reflection of you. It's your image. And then we also have the passion that we can bring to devotion, and we have all that power that we possibly need. At the beginning, it's pure, straight, raw emotions, and then we cultivate them into finer feelings. So how do we use those emotions to our advantage? How do we place them where we want them to be? How do we use them so that they are part of our devotional? They're part of us. So where have you seen it happen? Are there examples of where emotions have brought something beautiful or different or exciting into the world? Not necessarily blasting people, but always, because you have that image of the divine, you have that ability to lay your emotions down at the feet of the divine image, saying to Divine Mother, you take them, transform them. I need this energy for your work, instead of placing it out and projecting it onto someone else. So those finer feelings develop, and the passion is from the heart. And when you have that concern for others and that concern for the divine, whatever way it presents itself to you, then there's something that starts to reflect. How can I be concerned about the promise I made? How can I be concerned about my commitment? How can I be concerned about Divine Mother's work and help in that? So your heart starts to open past the selfishness of emotions that just want and need and desire. They go to, what is the concerns around me, and how can I participate and help in that work? And so always what we do, and what Swami Radha had this wonderful recipe, is bring quality into what you do, into your life. So that everything you do, you're bringing that quality in, and it becomes noticeable. It's not slapdash and, oh, I could have done that better. It's like taking the time right then and there. But if you have done it in a slapdash way, to go back and learn, and to bring the quality in, and to make the change. We don't always know everything at the very beginning, or even near the beginning. So we have to learn through our mistakes and know that we have that choice to change. And when your heart's full, there really isn't a choice, because those promises, that commitment has come spontaneously from the heart. And it's just right there. It's not of your doing. It's like grace, commitment. This is one of the other things that we learn as we make our devotional practices. And then can you listen to the heart once the heart speaks, once the divine speaks? So that you hear what is true for you. Everyone has to take the teachings and take those keys and open the door, their door. No one else can do it for you. But if you have those keys, then the door opens very easily. And you know that expression, well, it's just a habit. You've got so many habits, but this could be a good habit. And because everybody always says that, why not make a habit of being devotional, making things with quality, doing things with quality, bringing those keys and opening the door. And then what have you invited into your mind? What's your mind now like? Like, what kind of mind do you want? And when the mind is in that devotional state and working hand in hand with your heart, so to speak, then the devotion ripens. Your life expands. And anything is possible. And that's the promise of the teaching, is that we can be liberated from all the things that hold us back from who we really are. And if you listen and read the mantras for each chakra, it's like that unlimited light is available. Swami Radha takes you into the Hatha Yoga book, the hidden language. She starts with the exercises, with the psychological, and leads you into the spiritual. The keys are all there. They're all leading to the same place. You have to pick them up and not be absorbed in the technique or the technical things that we have. Like, we can do practically anything technically, but what can we do spiritually? And so we have been given the keys to do something spiritually through all the practices. So when Divine Mother hands you the keys to your spiritual home, open the door. Come in. There's lots of doors in this house right here. Om Namah Shivaya.